just describe what you saw when you were scrambling to your weak side on platform on that touchdown to Jordan? You hurdled the defender. You got the touchdown. I guess kind of take me back through that play in your eyes.
Yeah, they brought double soft pressure. We were going to go out to it. We kind of had a miscommunication on the protection. And I knew JT was going to get to a spot. We talked all week about it. Zone, I was kind of high-low off the flat defender out there. Lost my back. Kind of just made a play. Knew where he was going to be. Just got him the ball. And he made a hell of a play.
You ever practice that throw, like a jump throw like that?
Yeah, I practice a lot of kind of crazy throws like that, just because you never know what position you're going to be in the game to try to make a throw like that. I missed one earlier in the game to Cameron Harple, and so that one kind of hurt me. I said I wasn't going to miss another one.
How would you evaluate your overall performance today?
I thought it was solid. I think we left a lot out on the table. Early in the game, first third down, I missed 3 on a flat route. Man traffic play. So that one hurt. We left a lot out there, but overall, I was just proud of the guys. The juice. I really felt like we were playing as a team again.
What do you think about getting the tight end more involved, just kind of easier conditions?
Yeah, big. Big for them to see the ball, get them going, get me going early in the game. Kind of simplified a lot of things. From our perspective, saw a lot of the same pictures. So it's clean for me. Just get the ball into my playmakers' hands. Let them go make a play. So that was the biggest thing.
Sam, what did you think Coach Arroyo did to things for you coming out in the game script?
I think we just spent more time with each other. I forgot what it took to really dive into a game plan on a different level. Express my emotions and opinions on plays, and we kind of really dialed that in. Starting on Monday. I think that was the biggest separator. So just gonna get back to that every single week.
Raleek, this is the second straight 100-yard rushing performance for you. After all you've had to go through to get back, through injury setbacks and everything, what's it meant to just finally be able to play football again and unleash your full potential?
I mean a lot, man. I've been working for 2 years or a year and a half. Been working a lot. Just thank coaches and everybody that believe in me that I can play running back and just keep going. So it meant a lot.
How do you keep that belief in yourself through those hard times?
Just keeping God first and just keep pushing and just keep working and just trust the process.
Can you talk about the 75-yard run? And obviously this one was not called back. So what was it like to have that kind of explosive play and get it counted?
Oh, it felt good. Like, as soon as I got the ball, I seen it. But it felt good to have a long run and finally not get called back. It felt real good.
Slider.
So we got Jordan Cook and then Boogie Wilson joining us. So keep going with questions.
Sam, what did you make of this bounce back game after obviously a game you definitely went back against Mississippi State last week?
Yeah, it was big. I kind of said it a couple times. I thought, I was really grateful for what happened against Mississippi State. Because if we would have came out of there with a dub, we kind of wouldn't have attacked the week the way that we did. Little issues would have got blown over. So they really came to show and, kind of honed in on those things. And we were able to really band together as a team. We saw it second half of Mississippi State, carried over into this game, So we got to figure out how we're going to continue to build upon this and just kind of keep the same mojo as a team overall.
Can any of you guys talk about how after last week you needed to not just win but come out and have a dominant, convincing win?
That was definitely our focus all week. I feel like that was our focus as soon as the last game was over with, because second half of last week, we kind of seen who we were. So I think once we realized that all week the focus was come out here and get back to playing our type of ball, and I feel like we went out there and did that tonight.
Jordan, Boogie, y'all looked a lot of big hits out there today. Was there like a little bit of extra motivation to kind of lay it out there a little bit more?
We knew the quarterback was a runner, but we just knew we wanted to play a better standard of defense, like better standard of football on the defense side of the ball. Not that we were playing bad, but we just kind of, like I said, we wanted to get back to playing our type of football, all 3 levels. Whether that was whether it was offense, defense, special teams, we just wanted to make sure we went out there and played our style of football. Fast, physical, and the most big thing out of everything, we just wanted to make sure we stayed on their neck the whole game, and not let up, give any easy things up, and just make it hard for the guys.
Sam, Kenny and Royal were talking about this week the importance of getting you in a rhythm, getting you easier checkdowns early in the game. How do you feel in rhythm, and do you feel in rhythm
Yeah, you know, Oreo does a hell of a job with that. And the biggest thing, like I said, was just early in the week talking to him, going through things that I thought I was comfortable with. You know, seeing the same picture. And, you know, we really felt like we were on the same page this week. Kind of like the end of last year. You know how it felt. I don't like to mention last year too much, but you know that is what it felt like in a sense. Just seeing the same picture a lot. You know, he's telling me things that he's seeing, and I'm seeing the same picture. So just getting on the same page early in the week is going to be the biggest thing.
Sam, you guys have really struggled on third down these first bunch of games. How do you plan to try and make that a little bit better going into Big 12 play?
I haven't really looked into statistics like that. Kind of just look play to play. So I guess I'm going to go watch the film and dial it in.
Boogie, with X not playing, talk about just getting the start and how you guys just didn't give up this movie.
I think for me is actually Crook was the first person to text me. It was like, lock in, like it's time now, like you're here. So for me, it was just playing for them, and they believed in me. So for me, it was just making sure I did my job to help the team.
What about the physicality and you like had a big hit and you left the field for a while, you didn't play and came back?
We play football, so that's it.
Anything else for the guys?
One more.
One more.
Sam, you guys ran for over 200 rushing yards today. Was there something on film that you saw that you felt like you could run the ball on this team?
I think it was more of just a self-identity thing. You know, we kind of just, you know, we put pride in our backs. You know, 3, 6, and 1 are a hell of a player, and we got some dudes up front, you know, who can, you know, put their head in, grind it out. You know, so I just gotta make sure we're in the right play and in the right look, and not let a free hitter get on our backs. You know, see what they do when they get space. So, really proud of that.
Good.
Do you guys feel ready